DJ, drop that beat.
This is Robin with Fox All Access, and I am here with an amazing, awesome young woman.
Thank you.
Miley Cyrus. So I have to tell you, let's see, new album. You just got done doing a movie. You got the tour. You're a slacker, dude.
I'm, just kind of taking it easy right now. I'm working a lot, but, I like everything I'm doing. I'm doing, like, a lot of different projects, so that's fun.
Now, does it ever feel like a lot to you, or does it just feel like this is just how you roll?
Tours sometimes can get kind of crazy because it's like night after night. Some people don't do like a show every night. They'll sometimes take a break, and it's easier for me. I like just like getting in there and knocking it out. And sometimes it's hard, if you do take a couple days off to get back in the groove. And I love making music and love seeing the fans. It's really great. We have lots of costume changes. I think that is like, I love the wardrobe, and I think that would be like the thing that people even notice the least. Like, there's so many crazy things, as there's like I'm flying on a motorcycle, I'm flying across the crowd, there's so many different things. And I love that, like, it's got so many different elements, and that's why it's called Wonder World. It's because there's so many different worlds, and it's so unique and so different than what anyone else has done. It's like completely kind of out of the box.
Now, one of the things, like, everyone sees you on stage, you make it look totally easy, but I mean, there are a lot of practice and rehearsing goes into it before you even go on tour.
Yeah.
What is something like that go?
Well, when I first started, I was like, I'm not like a huge fan of working out, to be honest with you. And you've got to get really in shape to this. So I was getting up every morning with my choreographer when we were running a couple miles in the morning, and just getting used to, like getting your heart rate up. And that's probably the hardest part, is getting to prepare for tour. Not necessarily the songs or anything, but just getting in shape, because your body, like, it's like a runner. You really got to worm yourself into that.
I have to tell you, I know you're a Twitterer, and I love your Twitters. And honestly, I love how genuine your tweets are.
Thanks.
And something that I read, I don't know, it was a couple weeks ago, you said something about, like, everything seemed to be falling into place for you.
Yeah.
Do you feel like this is kind of like the time of your life right now?
I do. I said something on my computer earlier this morning too, and I was just like, this is like the happiest I've been in a really long time. Not even just being on the road. Like, I love being on the road, and I've had lots of time to come back home and hang out with my friends. And the movie was the best experience of my entire life. Being in Georgia was the best thing I've ever done, and it was like such a good move for me to like get out of a town where I was so comfortable and being just the way that you are, like, it's so accepted just to kind of be like everyone else. That's what everyone expects of you. And so it was good for me to go somewhere where I didn't really have friends. I didn't really have anyone there with me. It was just me and my mom. I didn't have my sister to lean on. I didn't have my best friend to lean on. Not someone to, like, make you feel comfortable. And I had to go places alone, meet new people, and that was the best thing. So I've never had to do that. I've never actually had to know what it's like to go into a room and people not, like, fawn and be so, like, it's not like that, there. It's just such a normal life. So that was really important for me.
Doing the movie The Last Song and being with Greg Kinnear and Kelly Preston, what was that experience like?
It's really funny because me and Kelly, we have had a lot of firsts together. She was like the first celebrity to ever come to one of my concerts years ago when I was on tour with the Cheetah Girls. And John Travolta was my first like animated movie and my first movie to ever come out in theaters. So our family has like a really tight bond. And just with everything that's happened with her and her family is I'm kind of like a daughter to her anyways, and me and her are so close, and I would definitely think of her kind of as like a mom to me and a mentor. And so it's really great to be able to work with someone that you love so much, and especially she can relate so well to this movie, and it's really great. And especially working with such like a respected actor like Greg, just seeing the way he works and how fun he is, it's really great. I was very comfortable going into the situation, but I think what I loved most is I don't think people expected me to like want to be as professional and as like intense about my job. Everything I do, I want to give it 120%. I don't care if it's like the last thing on my mind, if it's like whatever it is, I want to give it to 120%. And so I don't think people like expected like work ethics like that from me, and so I was happy to go in there and really like show them how serious I am about like making movies, because that is my ultimate dream.
And you've done a lot in your life at your young age. What would you say, what are those couple things that are on your bucket list?
There's been so many things that I've got to do that that I think about and I'm like, God, like I would love to do that again, and stuff like that. And so I just want to continue to do what I love, continue to make movies and to sing, and also, continue to work with amazing people. Recently, I did Divas with Sheryl Crow, which she's my favorite artist in the entire world. And so I want to continue to do things like that, work with people that are really well respected, and that's just things that I really have in my mind and what I want to continue to do, is just work with really well respected people and people that genuinely care about their art, no matter what it is, whether it is, working with Max making clothes, that's his passion. Cheryl, her passion is music. Greg Kinnear, Kelly, their passion is the art of making a movie and making people feel what they feel on the screen. So I want to work with people that really just genuinely love their craft.
And speaking of that, being in, having a craft and a voice, not just a voice, a physical voice, but that ability to really communicate to people, to communicate and to connect, musically. What does that mean to you? I mean, do you feel like you're starting to realize, like, it's Miley Cyrus that's going out there and that ability to write? What is that like?
I love that. My favorite thing is, like, I told someone the other day, I said I literally think I was put in the music industry to sing The Climb. If I never sang another song, like, I love what I do, but I think that was the one that was really made for me, because I think God, when he had me designed as a vocalist, I think he was like, I want her to sing music like this. And that's something that when I was younger, I always wanted to be in like a Christian group and whatever, and that necessarily wasn't my calling and exactly being in that genre, but I'm able to do inspirational music without, just being classified as one type of thing. And I think that's what people need to hear the most, is people, it's so funny to me to turn on Kiss FM or turn on, different radio stations and hear these songs that are all about, money and just sing prideful and sing like that, and then The Climb to come on. And, even next to Party in the USA, it's a fun song, but if you listen to that one and then you listen to The Climb, it's just what I'm trying to say in The Climb is exactly what I try to say just in, everyday life, anytime I'm speaking to, young kids or people my age, is just to inspire. So that's the crazy part, I think, is looking out to like 15,000 people and hearing people say that they realize that life's not always going to be easy, but they're going to continue to work and persevere.
And how important is your faith to you? I mean, getting through this kind of stage in your life
is really, really important. It's not it's not something that I'm going to say I'm always going to be perfect at, because no one is. You're always going to fall, and you've got to have, you got to have some type of faith, some type of, it's like, it's your backbone. It's what keeps you going and keeps you standing tall, and got to have good friends and good family to keep you on that right track. And I definitely have that. I think I have that now more than ever. And I think from like an outside looking in, it looks like opposite. I would think that people would say that it's different, that they would say I have, less people holding me up than it seems, but it's just because I've gotten better at keeping my life private, and I'm better at, finding ways, just, I don't have to go out. I don't have to, be seen out all the time. It's not about that for me anymore. It's like, just, if I want to hang out in my house, that's where I'm safe, that's where I'm comfortable, that's what I'm going to do, especially to keep me and my life and my friends as private and as normal as possible.
All right, Miley Cyrus, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. Thank you.